Welcome back. Just wanted to start off by saying hopefully you guys had a good weekend out there, had a good Easter as well. Also, if you hear some weird noises in the background, it is very windy in the Ohio area today. So there's a tree kind of bouncing off the side of my house over here. So if you hear any weird noises, that's what's going on. I'm sure your Easter was a little bit better than that of Cale Thomas, who was in the news again this morning as he has been let go quickly from the Shark Racing #1A car after the Jacob Allen retirement and after them just running 3 races together. This pair is already done and dusted. And I watched the video that Dirt Tracker put out about it today. I watched the video that, Sprint Car Unlimited put out about it. And I can't remember exactly everything that Jeremy Elliott said, but I am on the side of Justin Fiedler a lot with this. I just don't I'm not a fan of what happened today with Cale Thomas. I think that 3 races is not a very good sample size for a guy to be judged on how he's, racing out there. And in my opinion, from what I saw and what I've, watching the replays of the races and looking at the results, he wasn't slow. Like, that's the thing, is like he was not slow at all. Considering he went to 3 racetracks that he had not been to more than 10 times at all of them. He'd been to Baps twice. He'd been to Williams Grove 5 or 6 times. He'd been to Lincoln 8 or 9 times. And he's racing against what is arguably the toughest competition in, regional sprint car racing, that being Central Pennsylvania. His first time in this car. In my opinion, he did not get a fair shake at this whole thing. And there's going to be a lot of people in the comment. There's already been people in the comment section from the past video when I announced this whole thing, or when I did the video about this whole thing, that people are saying they told me so and I suck. And, what was I thinking that Cale Thomas was a good idea for this car? I mean, you guys can think whatever you want, but I think he was a good fit for this car. He just did not get the time that he needed to get acclimated, get adjusted. 3 races is just not enough time. And he gets into 2 wrecks while he's running well in the feature events. I don't agree with the move. Obviously, I'm not the car owner. I'm just a guy here talking about it. But I feel really, really bad for Cale Thomas because he had a deal lined up to go run the All-Star Circuit of Champions full-time and be a championship contender, probably the championship favorite. And he, let that deal go here, and he gets 3 races. So it's pretty tough to see. We'll go over the results here because, like I said, they were not bad at all. Baps Motor Speedway, they ran last weekend. There were 38 cars in attendance. He qualified 5th overall. In the heat race, he started 3rd. He finished in 4th. And then in the feature, he stayed out of trouble. He finished 16th and ended up in the top 10 with a 10th place result. So not bad. Second time to Baps, first time in this car. I think that that's a solid run. Not exactly lighting the world on fire or anything like that. But a solid run nonetheless. Then this last weekend, they go Friday. Or was it Friday? Yeah, Friday they go to Williams Grove for the Tommy Hintershitz Classic, 39-car field for an $8,000 to win main event. He qualified 10th overall and 6th in his flight. In the heat race, he started 2nd and he was able to get the win. And in the feature, he started 5th. And finished in 22nd, but was running in the 6th position at the time of the crash that took him out of the race. And of course, we all saw the video of him hitting the water barrels on the backstretch opening at Williams Grove. That is a whole other discussion that needs to be fixed. But anyway, he hit the water barrels, crashed. Dietrich gets out of his car, helps him out, and avoids maybe some disaster there for Cale Thomas as far as injury goes. So great job by Dietrich to get in there and help him out. But not the best. I mean, people crash, guys. I mean, sprint cars are hard to drive, and people get into wrecks all the time. Cale Thomas crashed. He's running in 6th place at Williams Grove. He's been there 5 times in his career. As we mentioned, his 2nd night in the car, but he qualified well. He won the freaking heat race, right? So then the next night, they go to Lincoln Speedway, the Weldon Sterner Memorial, a $10,000 to win show. There are 29 cars in the field. I believe it's a draw show. They didn't have any qualifying, at least on my race pass, so no qualifying to speak of there. He starts on the pole of the heat race, and he finished 2nd. I want to say it was Macri that beat him in the heat race, the guy that would go on to win the feature, by the way. In the feature, he started in 6th, and it was a 33-lap main event, I'm pretty sure, and he wrecked on lap 30 running in the 6th position. And the guys he's running behind are the best guys in PA. You got Macri up there, you had Dietrich up there, you had Chase Dietz up there. I can't remember the other guys that were up in the front. Maybe Raymer was up there. Well, we know that he gets around Lincoln very well. But Cale Thomas, 3rd night in the car, hasn't ran Lincoln all that much. Oops, sorry about that. He was running sixth place with 3 laps to go. We did not see on the Flow Racing camera what happened to him, like what the wreck was caused by. Did he just hit the wall? Did some guy run into him? We have no idea what happened to him. But either way, he's wrecked bad enough to where he has to get out of the car in turn 4 and get a ride back to the trailer, right? And that's it. He's done. The guy's running 6th at Williams Grove. He's running 6th at Lincoln in 2 big shows. Ran top 10 his first race out, and he gets canned. I mean, that is some cutthroat stuff right there. And that just goes to show how tough sprint car racing is right now, guys. I mean, people want results and they want them immediately. And sometimes that's hard to find, right? So I got a couple of bullet points over here that I just wanted to mention in this video. The first one is this was about as short of a leash as you can get for a driver and a team to be paired together. They get 3 races, and that is it. Cale Thomas, I think, was a pretty big surprise to a lot of people when they announced him as the driver. And I think that they kind of knew that they were maybe taking a little bit of a flyer with him, going on a pretty big schedule. They were supposed to go run Peevely, I-55 with the Outlaws. The truck broke down. That was already a bad start to the thing going on. But yeah, Cale Thomas seemed to me like he was on a pretty damn short leash. I think the next guy they get, which we'll talk about here in a moment, is going to have a little bit of a longer leash. But I think that the fact that they took Cale Thomas, kind of picked somebody that was a little bit off the radar. They already had a short leash on him before he even had started. Was it too soon? In my opinion, absolutely way too soon to can this guy, especially with the speed he was showing in his first 3 races. And I know there's going to be a bunch of people in the comments saying that he was slow, he sucks, he wrecks all the time. All right, guys, where's your video talking about it? And where's your race car and how many races did you win last year? Because I think he won like 8, ran second in like 3 different track championships. So, I don't agree with the commenters. He showed speed. We just talked about that. You don't run, top 6 in 2 races in a row in Central PA if you don't know what you're doing. Gave up the All-Star ride, which is probably the worst part about this whole thing. Gave up a really, really good ride to come do this. Now we know that ride is, has been taken over by Trey Jacobs. Now Cale Thomas, who knows what he's going to do? He put in a video on social media today that he's going to probably bring out his old car, the 91, and run that a little bit here. But giving up that really good all-star ride and had a chance at the championship, and now he's got nothing, right? I mean, that hurts a lot. What is next for him? Sounds like maybe his family-owned car. After that, we don't really know. What is next for the 1A? I would be absolutely stunned if Zeb Wise does not get the call to run this thing next time. We know that Tanner Holmes got a call for it, right? But Tanner Holmes has a pretty good deal going on right now with Tarleton Racing. He's not going to give that up to come back to the 1A when he's got a schedule already put together. He's already got all the sponsors and all that stuff on the 21. I don't see Tanner Holmes jumping in this car. I think that if they do not call Zeb Wise, I will be absolutely shocked. I actually did talk to Zeb Wise. I mentioned in the video before I left last week that we were going to the High Limit headquarters to look at the new trailer and get everything organized in the new High Limit Racing Command Center. Zeb Wise was there. I was kind of talking to him a little bit back and forth. This was obviously before any of this happened, and he said that he was very interested in the 1A. We knew that from Jeremy Elliott as well. And so if Zeb Wise does not get the call, then I will be honestly amazed. So I think that they'll have that announcement hopefully later on this week, and they'll probably be racing somewhere this weekend. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think that Cale Thomas got canned a little bit too quickly in this thing, did not get even time to get his feet under him before he was already canned? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I can't wait to read all the guys that say I suck, and I don't even know why they keep watching the channel if they keep commenting that I suck all the time, and why I got a dry erase board and all this stuff. Guys, you keep coming back to watch, so I'm going to keep doing it. So, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I love all the haters out there. It's great. Let me know, and also hit like, hit subscribe, and we will talk to you guys again here tomorrow on the Rodman Rundown.